Today we are going to look at map, which is a function from clojure.core, meaning that it is available by default. We can double check that it is a function. So that evaluates to true. We can look at its type. So it's from clojure.core. We can look at its documentation, which then prints it down here. And we can also look at its source, which again will be printed down here. That's all its source there. So what map does is it takes a function and one or more collections, and then it applies the function to each item in the collection. So we're going to use an example for this. So let's say we have a list of numbers and we want to increment each of the numbers, each of the items by 1. So to do that, we're going to use a function, and we're going to use this function called inc, and essentially inc will take one argument, and in this case, if we give it 1, it will then evaluate it to 2. If we give it 2, it will evaluate it to 3. And then we want to have our collection. We're going to use a list. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let's just double check that that is a collection. Yep, a list is a collection. All right, so this is how you would run it. So you would write out map, the function, and then the collection. Maybe I'll do some random numbers. And there we have our output. So inc is applied to the first item. So 2 plus 1 is 3, equaling 3. Inc is applied to the next one, making it 4, applied to 1, making it 2, to 2, making it 3. And just to show you, it also, what does it output? A lazy sequence. Excellent. Maps are often used with a anonymous function. So I'm going to write an anonymous function that takes a name as an argument and then outputs a greeting. So string, we have our input argument, and we want to make this into a greeting. So hello, and then let's just have exclamation mark. So then let's say if I put in a name, it'll say hello Noah. So we can now use this anonymous function with our map. So map, put in the anonymous function. I'm going to use a vector this time, Noah, Joy. And if I run that, you can see hello Noah, hello Joy. Now, I did say that a map can take one or more collections. So let's add in another collection. So I might just copy this and I'll add in another vector, and I will also include Alan, Chris. Now, this won't work because we've got 2 collections and this anonymous function only takes 1 argument. So I'm going to do this. So that's the first argument. And then I'm going to go and I'll put in a second argument. Excellent. I'll just clean this up a bit. So let's run this. And then we have hello Noah and Alan, hello Joy and Chris. So what it's doing is it's applying this anonymous function to the first item in the first collection and the first item in the second collection, and then it's doing the same thing for the second item in the first collection and the second item in the second collection. The last thing I want to show you is that you can also use maps with a thread last macro, and this just might look more intuitive for you. So we'll use this example up here. So we would put in our collection, and then we can use our map function, inc, and we can run that. And you can just keep on adding maps. We might inc again. Doesn't make too much sense, but anyway. So in summary, map takes a function and a collection, and it transforms that collection and outputs a lazy sequence.